feel the thrill. Sport today, we keep it real. Scores and news from the English Premier League, Spanish La Liga, France League 1, Germany Bundesliga, Italia Serie A, Nigeria Premier Football League, Formula 1, basketball, tennis, boxing, all day long. Tune in now where sports belong. On your Super Dial, every play, every win makes you smile. Join us live, don't miss a beat. For the love of sports, our passion's complete. Sport Today, your sport headquarters, where action speaks louder just for you. An honor, 103.5 FM. We're in the zone for sports fans everywhere. Welcome home.
All over the top, and Mbappe's got beyond Diaz, and he's helped it into the back of the City net. It's the worst possible start for the Blues. Now City being opened up again here. Vinicius Junior, and now Rodrigo, and now Mbappe. It's two, and the Blues are in deep trouble now. Again, there's a man over Valverde, and brilliant save by Ederson to deny Mbappe a hat-trick. There's no offside. Mbappe works an angle and grabs himself a hat-trick and puts the Blues out of the Champions League. Here he goes again, Mbappe. My goodness, what a player he is. Brilliant tackle by Diaz. Foden. Saved by Courtois. Bernardo Silva. Can he give City a consolation? No, not quite. Headed away by Rudiger. McAtee tried to drill it back in. Kuzanov. He's done well. And Courtois makes the save. McAtee wins it. Here's Marmoush. Camavinga's challenge. Free kick. Marmoush hits the bar, and Nico puts the ball into the back of the net. And it's a consolation, albeit scant, but it is Nico's first goal for City. Sometimes
of course, you know when you hear this sound, it is all about UEFA Champions League, the biggest inter-club football competition in the world, the mother of all league, the money-spinning lucrative UEFA Champions League. What a night we had last night at the Santiago Bernabeu and other centers across Europe. It was really engaging football night, a night full of tension, full of jeopardy, full of goals galore. It was across different centers in Europe, right here in the knockout phase play of the matches that were decided yesterday. It was very, very interesting. For Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu Stadium, Kylian Mbappe stole the show. What an individual brilliance from the Frenchman. Scoring an hat-trick to ensure Real Madrid advanced to the round of 16 at the expense of the 2023 champions Manchester City. It is on this note that I welcome you to another edition of Sport Today on Honor 103.5 FM Ibadan. Reaching you live and direct from Bodija in the heart of the ancient city of Ibadan. We are back in the studio to do what we know how to do best. Samuel Akintunde is my name, boy. You know you can call me the City Boy. And today I would be your host for today because your Mikun is still unavoidably absent on the show. But of course, I'm not alone in the studio. I'm joined in the studio by Ebolu, and very quickly we will dissect every story making the round in the exciting world of sports. Of course, you know this is where you get latest information, breaking news, and every story making the round in the exciting, in the interesting, intriguing, competitive, ever controversial, sometimes ever dramatic world of sports. And drama is all we saw across 4 centers in Europe last night in the mud of all league, talking about the biggest interclub football competition in the world. Dortmund at Signal Iduna Park yesterday played out a goalless draw against Sporting CP, but that was enough for them to advance to the round of 16 because, of course, they defeated Sporting CP in Lisbon in the first leg, 3-0. It ended, so it was enough for them to make it to the round of 16. Paris Saint-Germain, the city of Paris, the city of love, whitewashed FC Brest, 7-0. It ended, and that was crazy. That was the fantastic performance from Paris Saint-Germain, 10-0 on aggregate to secure their qualification to the round of 16. Of course, in Netherlands, PSV Eindhoven defeated Juventus 3-1. That was unbelievable. That was very, very unbelievable. That was unthinkable. We never expected that. But PSV ensured that they actually qualify and pick a spot in the round of 16. 4-3, it ended on aggregate. Why the reigning champions Real Madrid show why they are the champions. They show the character, they show personality, and they show their class once again against Manchester City. 3-1. It ended at the Santiago Bernabeu Stadium, and 6-3 on aggregate. Real Madrid advanced to the round of 16 of UEFA Champions League. Now the boys have been separated from men. The pretenders have been separated from contenders. Now we know the real challengers. We have the 16 teams that would, of course, be participating in the round of 16. The draw will take place tomorrow. We have Arsenal from England. We have Aston Villa. We have Atletico de Madrid. We have Borussia Dortmund from Germany, and we have FC Barcelona. We have FC Bayern Munich as well. We have Benfica. We have Club Brugge from Belgium. Of course, we have Feyenoord from Netherlands, and we have Inter Milan. We also have Bayer Leverkusen from Germany, and we have Olympique Lyon as well. We have Liverpool FC from Liverpool. From England, topping the table in the English Premier League. And of course, we have Paris Saint-Germain. We have PSV Eindhoven, and of course, we have the defending champion Real Madrid. So these 16 teams will be drawn down. They will face each other in the round of 16, and the draw will take place tomorrow. So we will know, of course, the matches that will be going down in the round of 16. Like I said, I'm not alone in the studio. So very quickly, without wasting much of our time, let me just introduce my analyst for today, talking about Ebolu. Ebolu, good afternoon to you. Let's talk sports.
Good afternoon.
Glad to have you back in the studio.
City Boys. Nice to be back in the studio again, once again. Talk about football, talk about one of the greatest competitions in the Champions League. Actions yesterday, drama, unthinkables. I mean, it was very, very crazy games that we saw. Santiago Bernabeu Stadium, Real Madrid, of course, like I said, they showed character, they showed why they are the defending champions and the most successful team in this competition. They defeated Manchester City 3-1, but it was Kylian Mbappe that stole the show. He stole the headline, scoring an hat-trick against Manchester City. So I know you saw that game live. I know you saw it live, and of course you were expecting Real Madrid to actually show their class, and they did that. But I just want to ask you, because it was very, very crazy game. Manchester City, can we say what is their problem this season? Because we expected them to actually, show something, to actually at least try to fight for a comeback against Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu Stadium. But it was very easy for Real Madrid to get past Manchester City. So you saw that game. What can you say about the game? Okay, starting from the Santiago Bernabeu yesterday, I think from the start of the bat, Man City did not look like a team that was ready to fight.
To battle.
But then again, we can't judge them too much because they considered the first goal in the 4th minute. And once you are already down, in a 2-leg competition and then you concede so early.
So early in the game.
Confidence goes out the window. Your game plan for the entire match, you can almost discard it because they could have said, okay, we get a fast start, get 1 goal or 2 goals, try to drag Real Madrid, try to hold the ball, try to frustrate them. But when you concede so early, 4th minute in the game, all your game plan goes out the window. The confidence, the slim confidence you had before the match goes out the window. So I think that was the major issue for Manchester City.
They could not contain the attacking prowess of Kylian Mbappe, Rodrigo, Vinicius Junior, Bellingham. What went wrong?
Like I was saying, when you concede so early, it just kills your momentum. Whatever game plan you had before the match started, you throw it out the window. And then conceding so early, losing John Stones, Erling Haaland was not on the pitch, Kevin De Bruyne too was on the bench. So, and then Real Madrid were playing at the Santiago Bernabeu. So they were playing in front of their fans with confidence that okay, we're already up.
100% confident.
Let's go and finish the job. And getting the goal early would have also given them confidence as much as deflated Man City's confidence too. So they kept the ball well. They didn't, there was no.
I mean, there was balance in the midfield. I mean, the pairing of Tchouaméni and Ceballos, you could see that balance. That's why it was easy for them to gain dominance in the midfield. I was not expecting that performance, honestly, from Real Madrid, because if you look at them, they've been also struggling this season. But they show why, like I said, they showed character. They showed why they are the current champions in the UEFA Champions League. And talking about Kylian Mbappe, 28 goals already this season across all competition, 4 assists, that's 32 goals contribution. And it was even an historic night for the Frenchman because, of course, he actually reached 500 goals contribution in his professional career, 358 goals and 142 assists. Are we seeing the best of Kylian Mbappe now in Real Madrid, Ebu?
Definitely, you can say that his form has improved over the last few months.
Because he started he started on a low, he didn't start on a high note, when the season begins, and a lot of people were saying this is not Kylian Mbappe that we saw at Monaco, at Paris Saint-Germain. But can we say that we are seeing the best of Kylian Mbappe, in Real Madrid's color?
Yeah, like I was saying, we can say that his form has improved in the past few months compared to the way he started. Like any big player moving to a big club, there's an adaptation period.
Honestly, so we can say the adaptation period is over.
The first few months, you have to, blend with your teammates, learn the way you play in front of the fans, the way you play the new club. So we can say that Kylian Mbappe has gone through that period. Even during the adaptation period,
he wasn't scoring goals.
He wasn't doing so bad. He wasn't just showing the top level class that we all know him for. But now he has adapted well, contributing well with his teammates. And then about the balance, in recent the last 3-4 matches since the second loss against Barcelona, Real Madrid have worked on changing their system. So now they play 4-4-2 with Rodrigo and Bellingham on the right and left midfield. So this has given them the balance to defend properly, because you have Rodrigo going back to help the right back, you have Bellingham helping out with the left back. So this 4-4-2 system, just like Ancelotti said in his press conference yesterday, has given them a lot of balance and a lot of depth. So now they can defend properly.
Yeah.
The midfield is more balanced.
They are very disciplined on the ball as well.
There are no loopholes for anybody to exploit. So very strong performance from Real Madrid yesterday, and it was a staple and a reminder to Europe that this is why we are the biggest club in the competition. This is why we've won it 15 times. And Man City can and should be disappointed with their performance yesterday, because they didn't even put up a fight at all.
Honestly.
But Real Madrid should also be very, very proud of their performances, and so should Kylian Mbappe. And Rodrigo did really well too defensively. Valverde, that was playing right back, to do it well defensively. Bellingham too. So it's a performance that they can be very proud of from start to finish. And then City fans will just have to, they'll be hoping for the season to end really, because it has been very disappointing.
Very disappointing for them. That loss yesterday. Sorry to cut you short, Ebun. That loss yesterday was their 13th loss across all competition this season, and that was the most defeat Pep Guardiola has ever suffered in a single campaign as a manager. Can we say that this is the worst season ever for Pep Guardiola as a manager?
You can say that this is the worst season for Pep. Definitely, he's not used to being in situations like this, unlike some of his other top flight managers.
Evo, sorry to cut you short. We need to go pay some bills. When we back, we continue to actually preview and to actually review what happened, what went down yesterday across different centers. We still need to talk about Paris Saint-Germain's game, and also PSV and even defeated Juventus by 3-1. When we back, we continue the program. Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere.
On 103.5 FM.
Do you need a reliable and super fast unlimited internet for your business and home use? If yes, iWorld Networks is your solution with our uptime affordable internet via fixed broadband. No data caps and throttling. You can enjoy your distance learning, business meetings, and family time with our reliable internet. With 24/7 proactive customer support and 99.8% uptime. We also provide connectivity for offices, schools, financial services, hotels, government, etc. Chat with us on www.iwn.ng. iWorld Networks, we've got you covered. Sign up and get connected today.
You fit fly. Hello there. Are you thinking of embarking on a journey to any country in Europe, America, South America, Asia, Australia, or wherever you may desire in the world for education, tourism, business, or what have you, and you are confused on how to go about it? You Fit Fly is your go-to company that will help you realize your dream. That is why you are enjoined to talk to us at You Fit Fly for seamless flight reservation, hotel reservation, educational consulting, visa processing, airport transfer, special vacation, travel insurance, holy pilgrimage, and international conferences. Visit us today at Success House, 7 Up Road, Oluyole Estate, Ring Road, Ibadan, or call 0901-111-1190. Website youfitfly.com. At YouFitFly, your travel logistics will be sorted out seamlessly.
On 103.5 FM.
All right, welcome to the program, and you are just joining us. This is Sport Today on Honor 103.5 FM with your truly Samuel Akintunde, popularly known as City Boy, and of course alongside Eboluwa. We've been discussing about Real Madrid and Manchester City night that went down at the Santiago Bernabeu Stadium yesterday, and very quickly we need to also talk about other actions as well in the knockout phase playoff. The remaining 3 matches that was played. Let's just talk about PSV and Eindhoven against Juventus, because that was also very, very unthinkable. I was not expecting PSV to actually defeated Juventus, and they did that at home. 3-1. It ended after 90 minutes of action. They had to play in the extra time. 3-1 and 4-3 aggregate against Juventus. Now 3 Italian teams that were in the knockout playoff, they were out. They were knocked out in the playoff. What is your take on this?
Juventus have to be very disappointed in themselves. They went into the game leading on aggregate.
2-1.
Yeah. So to concede 3 and to have to go into extra time and then to lose a game in that manner, they'll be very, very disappointing. And so with the rest of Italy too, AC Milan also out.
Atalanta also got knocked out by Club Brugge.
Got knocked out. And funny enough, the three Italian teams that were knocked out were beaten by inferior opposition that everybody was expecting.
Club Brugge.
So it makes you wonder what was wrong. But we know Juventus to be a side that is defensively solid. But that defensive solidity.
But we didn't see that defensive action yesterday.
Was not present.
They were very porous at the back.
So they'll be very disappointed with the way they played. They'll be very disappointed to be out. But kudos to PSV. Electrifying side, exciting side, young side.
There is something spectacular about Dutch teams this season, UEFA Champions League.
I mean, Dutch teams have
underdogs.
Dutch teams have always been electric in the knockout stages of the Champions League. If you remember, Ajax beat Real Madrid 4-1 in 2019.
Santiago Bernabeu.
If you remember the run Ajax went on again before they lost to
Tottenham Hotspur in the semi-final
years ago. So having young sides, young boys, electric sides, and also being the underdog helps a lot. So when you are the underdogs, you go into these games,
with motivation to prove points.
No pressure. Even when you're in front of your fans, they are showing you their full support. It's a situation of, okay, we know you are down, but go and do your best. So yeah, PSG will be very excited now to be going on to the next round of the Champions League. So kudos to them and their team for doing a very good job.
Now for Paris Saint-Germain, 7-0 against Brest, FC Brest. That was very, very shocking. That was they demolished FC Brest. Whitewash, 10 goals on aggregate. They didn't concede in both legs. I mean, it was very, very interesting. That was for me, that was the highlight of the night yesterday, because 7-0 against every best in the UEFA Champions League. I never saw that coming. Can we see that, talking about their manager Luis Enrique, are we seeing the best of Paris Saint-Germain under Luis Enrique? And what are their chances of getting past knockout phase? I mean, talking about round of 16 going forward. Paris Saint-Germain, do you think they can make it maybe all the way to the final? Because of course they've been knocking, they've been looking, they've been waiting patiently to actually have their hands on UEFA Champions League trophy. And don't forget, that's why they got some superstars in the past. But it seems that they have now changed the narrative. They are trying to change the narrative. They have transitioned from the era of getting superstars and they will not get the job done. Now they are more a very competitive team now. They don't depend on individual brilliance. You see Bakula scoring for them. Kvaratskhelia also scored yesterday. You see Duo. I mean, they have Dembele also playing very well. Hakimi scoring. They are more of a team now. A well-worked team performance for them yesterday. So what are their chances? Do you see them making it all the way to maybe semi-final or final of the UEFA Champions this season?
Okay, like you said, I definitely agree that PSG are now more playing together like a team.
Honestly,
they have more balance in certain areas, and Enrique is doing a good job. Then again, they played Brest, and with no disrespect to Brest, to FC Brest, they are not the type of side that I'm even surprised that they even qualified for.
Honestly, they were the biggest surprise in the UEFA Champions League, but they made it to the playoff phase.
They tried their best, and then but when it comes to knockout stages, that's when
that's where experience comes to play.
Good. So obviously, 10-0 on aggregate is disappointing, but PSG were the better side, the better team, the better players,
in both
the
games.
Better coach. So regards to your question of going all the way, well, they've been doing really well this season. We just have to see how they match up against.
We get to know tomorrow,
because I mean, they really enjoy their league. They are utterly dominant.
Of course, they are topping the table.
They have more or less no serious in quotes competition in their league. So
honestly,
it's in days like this, it's in competitions like this that we get to see what PSG are really made of. So we'll see who they get to face. I think they will be aiming to go quarter-final, semi-final, and going all the way, winning it. If you look at the other teams in the competition, we see Real Madrid present, Bayern Munich present, Liverpool, Barcelona. So seeing PSG,
and with that performance yesterday from Real Madrid, we can say they are still the favourites to lift the trophy.
Yeah, you can say Madrid are the favourites. You can say Liverpool are the favourites. Barcelona are doing well too. PSG are going to face. Is the possibility that PSG face Barcelona? And remember that last year PSG knocked out this Barcelona side. Dembele, getting his revenge game. So if they were to face Barcelona again,
let me just ask you, who is your favourite to actually win the UEFA Champions League this season? Or is it early to predict?
I mean,
let me just have your thought. Let me have your prediction.
My prediction for I think it's too early to predict. It's too early to say. Teams usually hit a different stride. Real Madrid are known to
especially in the knockout stage.
Real Madrid are known to hit a different level every year at this time, even when they don't win it. For my favorites, I think I would go with Real Madrid, definitely. Not just because I'm a fan, but because I think they just have this blistering quality. Mbappe,
they have this mentality. They are different team in the UEFA Champions League.
Play it. But then again, I will not rule out Liverpool. Liverpool have been doing really well this season.
But Liverpool dropped 2 points against Aston Villa at the Villa Park yesterday.
But
they failed to extend their lead to 10 points.
We talk about match congestion. We talk about players being tired. I think that was one thing that contributed yesterday yesterday. So I think Real Madrid, Liverpool, Barcelona 2, Bayern Munich, I think those will be the biggest favorites to win the competition.
Eboluwa, before we go very quickly today, let's talk about let's talk about the actions in the Nigerian Premier Football League that went down in the March day 25 fixtures. Academy Warriors play a goalless draw against Bendel Insurance. It ended goalless draw right there in Majiguri. Sunshine Stars also shared the spoil with the same Masigida Kano Pillars. Abia Warriors defeated the reigning champions Rangers International. 1-0. It ended in Umaya. Bayelsa United shared the spoil 2-2. It ended with Nasarawa United. While Niger Tornadoes defeated Atland FC of Uweri. 2-1. It ended. Aqua United at the Gospel Akpabio Stadium, Nest of Champions, right there in Ujo. They played 1-1 draw with Rivers United. Ikorodu City came from behind. They defeated Plateau United 2-1. And the new Super Eagles manager, talking about Eric Sekou was in the stand. He was present in the stadium, and that was the first MPFA match that Eric Shell will actually watch yesterday. For Shooting Stars at the Lagos Salami Stadium, it was a very disappointing draw. 2-2 it ended against relegation threatening Lobby Stars. That was a very, very major setback for Oluyole Warriors in their pursuit for continental football. But it's still all to play for tonight. This evening, Castina United will welcome Eyimba, and of course, Remo Star, the table topper, will look to extend their lead in the summit of the table with 10 points. If they win against Kra United today, they would definitely extend their lead to 10 points. That's all we have for you today. That's how far we can go because we don't have enough time. I just have to leave the studio. Thank you for being part of the program. See you tomorrow. Same time, same station. Samuel Akintunde is my name, but you can call me the City Boy. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.